Now see the next topic. Next topic is accounting treatment of important items of income and expenditure account. Now first thing that you should be clear about that what is income and expenditure account. We have already discussed that it is a nominal account and it is just similar to profit and loss account. So because it is a nominal nature account, you will be having all nominal nature accounts in this account. All revenue expenses and all revenue incomes will be recorded. So because this is a special case of business organization, we will be discussing the special terms relating to these chapters so that you will be clear about each and every term. First term is entrance fees. Now what is entrance fees? First understand its meaning. And entrance fees is uh, like if someone wants to become the member of this not-for-profit organization, so first he will get himself admitted into that organization. For that he has to pay some fees that is known as entrance fees. And because it is a part of routine of this type of organization that each and every day, each and every time someone will be there to become your member. So that's why it will be considered as a revenue receipt. It is a daily routine procedure. So it will be credited to income and expenditure account. But sometimes question will inform you that either the whole of the amount of entrance fees or some part of the amount of entrance fees, some percentage of the amount of entrance fees will be treated as capital receipt. So in that case, whatever the amount has to be treated as capital receipt, that will be transferred to the balance sheet, that will be added in the capital fund. So otherwise it will normally be a part of your income and expenditure account. It will be your income. Then next is life membership fees. Life membership fees is that sometimes you give an offer to the members or to your prospective members that uh, by paying this much amount you can become lifetime member of our organization. So because you will receive this amount once in a lifetime from any member, that's why it will be considered as a capital receipt and it will be added to the capital fund. So I hope these two meanings are clear now, these two terms, entrance fees and life membership fees. Now the next term is special receipt. Sometimes we receive donations with a specific purpose, sometimes we receive some amount with a specific purpose. Like suppose Lions Club has asked its members that okay, whatever you suppose they are contributing rupees 1000 per month as their subscription, monthly subscription. But sometimes, suppose in Corona time, Lion Club asks its member that okay, you just contribute rupees 1000 per member uh, for a Corona helping fund also. So that will be termed as a special receipt. So it is receipt for special occasions and like the example is given here, contributions receipt for annual dinner. So these types of receipts will be there. And if special receipts are there, obviously expenses related to that special occasion will also be there. So whatever the expenses you are having and whatever the special receipts you are having, there are two options. Either the write the receipt as income and expenses in the expenditures, or you may maintain a separate account for that special occasion and whatever the difference is there, either the profit or loss uh, in surplus or deficit, that will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Now coming to the donations. So uh, there are general donations and specific donations. General donations are unconditional and there is no condition attached by the donor for the use of that fund and it will be credited to income and expenditure account because such type of organizations will be receiving the donations in routine. Such donations will be coming in routine. Then specific donations will be there. So whatever specific donations you are getting with any special purpose attached to that, as and when informed by the donor, you have to use that fund for that purpose only, and that is your liability. That's why these specific donations will always be capitalized and it will be always written in the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, now next one is legacy, and legacy is the amount received from a person who is going to be deceased. In his will he has mentioned that this fund, my this saving, or my this fund, my this amount should go to this not for profit organization. So whatever you are receiving from any will of a deceased person, that will be considered as legacy. It is a capital receipt and shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. If you have received any legacy, because once in a lifetime you will receive that, so that will be termed as treated as capital receipt. Then next one is grant. So grant is coming from generally government organizations. Government generally give grants to the different types of not-for-profit organizations for its achieving its objectives in different sectors. Like some funds they are giving for the education of the poor children, some funds are giving they are for the health of the common person. So many grants government are giving. Like it is giving many grants to the universities for the education of the children, higher education of the children. So it will be treated as a capital receipt. It is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Then sale of used sports material. So sometimes you are having some sports material with you, and if you are selling that sports material, so you will be having either profit or loss. So whatever profit you are having, that profit will be written in the income, and if you are having any loss on the sale of some sports material, that will be written in the loss expenditure side. Then sale of old assets, same is the case with old assets also. If you are having any profit on the sale of old assets, that will be written on the uh, income side, and if you are having any loss, that will be written on the expenditure side. Sale of old newspaper, see when you are purchasing any newspaper, you will be paying for that, so that expense will also been mentioned in the uh, income and expenditure account. So whatever you are receiving from the sale of old newspaper, that will also be mentioned in the income and expenditure account. Honorarium, yesterday I told you the meaning of honorarium. Whatever the money you are giving voluntarily to any of your guests for their contribution, for their help, that amount is termed as honorarium. Now next is revenue expenses. So all the revenue expenses, whatever is there, either you are paying salary or you are giving any electricity bill, telephone bill, or whatever expenses you have studied last year in profit and loss account, that will be termed as revenue expenses or revenue receipts. These all will be transferred to the revenue, income and expenditure account. Then capital expenditures, like you are purchasing books, furniture, building, these all will be termed as capital expenditure, and these will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Then next is capital receipt. So if any capital receipt is there, like a specific donation you are receiving or like membership fees you are receiving, that will be going to the liability side of the balance sheet. Subscriptions, we will discuss in detail. but not today.